Doctor, where? There you are. Wait, why am I saying that? I, uh, um, God, it feels like I've been looking for you for a while, but that can't be true. This place isn't that big. Um, God, besides, it's not like you could leave here. You'd have to have some level of superpower or something. And you're nor- How do I know that? How do I so intrinsically know you're in? Uh, oh, God. God, I'm getting late. Ugh. Man, I must not be as good as I thought I was after yesterday. Because my brain's being all fucking weird. Ugh. Anywho, um, as you may be able to guess, I guess from that, I'm not still at 100% dog. But, my good doctor, I can still answer another question, which I assume you would have after everything, right? Well, the other big question would be, you liking me? Well, not you liking me. God, my brain is still fucked up a little. Huh. Weird. It's been a while since my brain's been fucked up. But I did think of them after a while, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, Doc, don't. Doctor, I've had literal buildings thrown in my face, which I've had to smash through. A little bit of mental anguish is not that bad. Besides, I've been through worse. Um, as I'm sure you can attest nowadays. Um, it's just I haven't thought of them for a long time, so having everything front loaded like that was a new experience, a little. I didn't expect it to hit me so hard. Anywho, though, Doctor, we're here to talk about you and how you go through everything. Well, Doc, we did decide that I would answer questions, I think. So, I think I can answer why I like you. Because that's totally a pretty big question. I know I would ask that if I was looking at me, right? Mm. Oh, you look lovely when I get a little bit of an attitude, Doctor. Mm-hmm. What? I'm gonna tease a little bit more because I'm a bit out of it. Yes, it's my comfort treatment. So, as a good doctor, you should just take it. But anyhow, I started liking you only after I started noticing the looks, doctor. After all, as I told you, everyone just kept telling me you were straight. And while I am a little messed up, I'm not that messed up, doctor. Mm, yeah, so I started liking you after you started ogling me. Doctor, no. I may I may be crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Okay, I may be that crazy to like being objectified in that way, but you know, that's not the type of crazy I have, doctor. That's not the reason I started liking you. Though I will say it is somewhat connected. Oh, is a little doctor curious now? Hmm? Well, the story is also a little sad, so be prepared, I guess. As you may be able to guess, there was many people who decided to look at my lovely body. Some women as well. Um, and while there were less women than men who attempted things, there were still quite a few. And most of the people who ogled me were either caretakers or people who would attempt. Um, and I've made many women turn into beautiful pink again. But you were different. You Most of the people who ogled me as caretakers would take extra precaution and be a little bit even less safe or take longer to do a safety mechanism to be able to look at me for longer. But you didn't, Doc. You took extra time to check my body, to make sure my vitals were good. You did extra procedures on me, extra checkups, basically. And if I was a norm, which from my knowledge is what you were all assuming, I think we went over that already. Even if my brain is foggy as fuck. I don't know why. Anywho, you decided to do extra checkups on me, and with how that facility was, if I was a norm, God, I would have needed it. 'Cause Doc, they didn't really take that good care of us. It's one of the reasons why I'm pretty sure they weren't actually trying to help us. It was far too filthy for anything like that. Though they could also be cheap in case the producers or the producers, uh, hospital leader people, whatever the fuck that is. If those people, were going through and knew that we were, maybe they just didn't take the cost to clean up, thinking that we'd break out. A fat lot of good that did them. We all did it after all. But anywho, that was different. You looked at me, but how to put it? You looked at me, but you didn't desire me the way other people did, nor did you let your looks towards me, or maybe your more wholesome desires for me, doctor, get in the way of making sure I was safe. You used it as an excuse, actually, to make sure I was even safer. And that's a new one, doctor. I haven't really experienced that before in a long time. And it reminded me of something I wanted. Really, doctor, I need to spell it out. Oh, fine. For a long time, God, I'm gonna be using them as an example. I blame you, doctor, but not in a bad way. It's been a while since I've been able to think of them in a positive way. I have memories, from the before times with them, that my parents used to do some silly things which I didn't understand. Um, my mother, no, wait, I'll start with my father, because my mother was even more shameless than my dad, yeesh. Um, my father would look over on the seams of clothes, and he would ask my mom to wear the clothes beforehand to make sure that they all had they looked decent on a person, because there's a difference between a clothes looking well, on a table or something, and it actually being, proportionally well done for a person. There's small little minute differences that I don't really get, but apparently they're a thing. Then my father and my mother could have lied about that, and it could have been an excuse. I don't know. But my my dad would especially look towards the chest area and the lower area on the behind, and would exquisitely do quite a fierce inspection on those areas, get very close up, and would make small little adjustments in touching or going over and pointing out certain problems. And like, uh, now, like as a kid, I genuinely thought that's what they were doing because they did it around me, and that was the excuse. But now I obviously know that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. And, oh god, my mom, as I said, she's so much, she was more shameless than him. Because what she fucking did was that my dad, like, fights happen inside that area, quite a lot. Um, because a lot of kids grow powers and will throw them around because they only exist for, less than a year. Uh, Unless they, sign themselves away to a company. Um, that hey, there would be large explosions and things that would rocket up the area, or little earthquakes or something, or very harsh wind or something of the sort would happen quite often, even in our safer part of the, area. I think it's too generous to call it a neighborhood. um, but because of that, my father, working on the wine, would sometimes have things outside of his control that would make the wine spill, and we would salvage as much as we could. But because it was generally in the middle of the brewing process, and how my dad did it, we had to always apparently quote unquote check the quality of them. And I was far too young. So what my mom would do, because she didn't want any of it to go to waste, you know, would go over and check out and lick it up of my dad's clothes or on his face or his hands or something and be able to give a quality assessment because she drank quite a bit due to, my dad making the brews quite well. So she had a good idea of the quality. So this fucking woman would literally just like lick her husband's face or anything, and it would be totally just so that way it's just totally so that way we know this work is still good, so we can see in case it's underdone or anything without wasting too much of it, because we don't want to waste a single drop that hasn't already been messed up, right? For our safety, yeah, yeah, yeah. God, my parents looking back were such goddamn perverts. um. And thinking of you ogling me and like making the excuses to do extra checkups on me, something positive, in the net while still being, in that type of way. It made me think of them, and that was very nice. Um, and I wanted something like that. Why past tense, Doc? Because humans are fragile, and I'm too volatile. Whether it's my attitude or how things happen around me, or anything else. The situations I find myself in are too volatile for a person to really survive, other than me, because I'm the only one that ever walks away unharmed. That's the reason I know that I can't talk. Though, I do slip into delusions quite often with you. Anyhow, that's a different conversation topic. So doctor, the second reason is actually due to your profession, because, as I said, humans are very fragile. They get broken a lot. And regardless of your motivation for being a doctor, whether it's money, whether it's, out of the kindness of your heart, or whether it's, some mix in between, you decided to put effort and mental energy into trying to fix what's broken in people. Whether it be a broken bone, an illness, or maybe something more special, like, a brain that's been broken, like you were trying to do with us. That takes a lot of effort. And whether you're being empathetic about it or not, it takes a lot to put yourself into actually trying to fix something like that. And you tried. You really tried your best. And knowing that you were trying so hard, genuinely, to fix people, whether it's for a paycheck or not, I don't care. You're putting your best into fixing people which are fragile or broken or damaged. And that is a lot. Because even if you can't, fully fix someone, helping them be less damaged is a benefit, especially mentally. And the amount of pain you had to go through to just try your best to fix someone and know that they won't survive, that they are broken, that you can't fix them. God, the amount of strength that requires for that out of will. The toll that must take on you. I can't even imagine. I feel like that would be even harder than breaking through a building. And that's a very admirable talk. Trying your best to help people, regardless of motivation, is positive. I wish people helped each other a lot more. Or, that area, the containment zones, really needed an attitude like that. But they didn't. They didn't. Anywho, you basically gave a lot of attitudes on things I wanted. And learning that I was your first fucking girl crush? My God. You know, the fucking joy learning that. And breaking somebody out of denial is fun. Unfortunately, you're too fragile for me to go through, and you can't really fix what's broken in me, Doc. So I'm just gonna keep you here for a few more days till it's safe for you to go. Hell, I may play guardian angel for you. That'd be nice. But I'm not gonna be a good influence. You're far too easy to break, and the world needs people like you, Doc. And it needs those people like me. Anywho, though, that's why I like you. And that, you trying to tell me that I'm not some evil person. Most people would agree that I am, kind of evil and messed up. People don't fundamentally get born in a way that they enjoy the fucking guts of people being sprayed all over in a type of high euphoria. I'm pretty sure most people would just say I was born evil. And you trying to argue otherwise, even if I know you're wrong, means the world to me, Doc. Anyway, I'm gonna go out to get some food for us. The security center here should be pretty fine. Is there anything that you'd want me to get? Please. I would like to take a little bit of a step out. Plus, I can maybe find some extra information when I'm out there. Don't worry, Doc. It's hard to put me down in the dirt. Besides, we do probably need groceries. I only expected food from my taste. I didn't know what yours are. I'm pretty sure ours don't completely overlap. So tell me a list. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Aww. No, I just find that a little bit cute that you want something, so sweet like that as a little fucking, stress relief food. That's fucking cute. Um, yeah, yeah. Hey, Doc, in case you're ever allowed to have a cheat day, I'd probably be around here, right? Anyway, I'll go ahead and buy all those things. See you for now, doctor. I'll be a good doctor and stay for me. I gotta have a little fun before I get out. Bye for now. I'll be back soon.